Welcome back to Court Vision with So Pretty Tony, where we break down the game your way, up and close, fast paced, and with a whole lot of flavor. Today we're taking it all the way back to Cancun because the sunshine was bright, but the hoops were even brighter. UAB and TCU hit the hardwood on November 28th and said, "This is more than just a tournament game. This is a statement." We've got momentum swinging, standout performance, defensive grit, and a few Cancun vibes sparkled in sunny Cancun. So grab your courtside drink, get comfortable, and let's dive into everything that made the matchup one of the early season games to remember. And I have with me co-host ADP, and we will be with you right after this.
Yeah.
Hey, we're making it work. We're making it work. Welcome, as I said, to Courtside Vision, and I'm your host, So Pretty Tony. And I have my girl with me, ADP from Art Creations. Go ahead and introduce yourself, ADP.
Hey guys, this is ADP from ADP Art Creations, guys, where I talk about love, art, sports, and life, and so much more. I'm here joining So Pretty Tony. Let's get into it, Tony.
Let's get into it. Now, guys, what we have is I'm here with my girl Olivia Miles. We're rocking strong and steady with her. And while rocking strong and steady, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this fabulous 3-minute clip we have before we get into it, so I can just kind of show you a little bit of what we're talking about. They love switching me up, man. They love switching me up. I don't want to use that one. I'm gonna have to rock it like this. Let's see. There we go. There you are, ADP.
Uh-oh,
There
I
you are.
see.
I see you. I see you. Let's get into this clip, and after we get into this clip, then we'll go ahead and we'll be able to break this down a little bit, and talk about my girl Olivia Miles and where we at, where we stand, what we're doing with this. This is what I'm talking about. This is the phenomenal side of basketball, guys. Here we go.
What always helps, especially in the world of NIL, when you can make a decent amount of money.
A year ago across 4 appearances, this year averaging 14 points per game. As Suarez backs in and has another bucket. One day I'll ATV, one day you'll zipline.
In the same place. We're going to Cancun.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, this ball taken away. Hunter all the way. Long rebound. Snagged by the Blazers. Here comes Carter. Feed ahead. Duffy turned away. Basham has 2 blocks. Led by as many as
Turn that down a
13.
little bit, guys. It was too loud.
UAB's hung in there. Sheer elbow. Oh, sinks it.
Defense goes under.
Look at what it want to do to me, man. Look what it want to do to me. There we go.
Connects on the offensive rebound putback.
Look at that. There go my girl Olivia.
6 points,
Just
4
smooth
boards for
sailing.
Monet Duffy.
Look at the cup.
And that one put in by Miles of the season this week. Just fitting since Tuesday was her birthday. As
Nice
Miles
pass.
feels inside. Oh, a good look. Deep 3.
Suarez. I'm telling you, ADP, I like Suarez. Suarez
Extra
is the
feed,
bomb.
unselfish, and Hunter capitalizes on the 3. Dribble drive, Moffitt down low, the footwork and the finish. She's been impressive so far. Able to kick out for Donovan Hunter.
Man, Hunter just
Good
got
ball
back
movement. Suarez straight on
Ooh,
cash.
that was sweet.
too. Yeah.
Here's Miles. Heels inside. Miles lays it in. Double digits for Olivia Miles. Miles drives, accelerates, and lays it in. Second chance for TCU. Miles speeds inside. Oh, she loves that little lefty flip. There is Hunter. 10 to go in this third. Sheer wide open. Makes him pay. Here's Sheer.
See that
Oh,
pass,
nice
Eddie P?
shovel, and Suarez
Yeah,
gets
that's
it to
sweet.
go.
That was
19 for Suarez. Here's Miles. Down the lane, Miles. Oh, she is so shifty.
Yeah.
Munoz turned
Yep.
away
Quick
by
look.
Hunter.
Yep. This is just some highlights
Here comes
of the
Olivia
game, guys.
Miles.
Just
Oh, a nice
in the full
feed
game.
laid in by Basham. We look at last year, Haley Van Lith, Sedona Prince, both players, of course, moving on, but they still have a lot of talent. And Veronica Sheffy. Free ball from Moffitt, and Moffitt has 16. Big day at the office for her.
Yeah.
TCU jumped out to the fast start, and the Horned Frogs did not look back. Olivia Miles, her 8th straight game to start the season with 15 and 5, now tied with Christy Tolliver.
Yes. That's that,
Wow.
guys. That's that. That is that. Let's put us here. All right. So, I mean, you saw the score, and we could give the stat line, and I'm gonna give the stat line through and through. We're gonna get in and get out with that, so that won't be that long at all, at all. But what from that clip, ADP? Tell me, watching Olivia Miles, what did you see? It was just a quick little highlight of that game against UAB in that Cancun tournament.
Oh wow. I liked her passes to
Mhm.
her teammates was off the chain. Like it wasn't like slow or nothing like that. It was quick, fast, and they got it done. And then they actually made the basket with her
Right,
passes too.
right.
And she's very quick. When
Mhm.
she does her passes, like she has an eye for the ball, she has an eye for the court, and with the
Mhm.
players to get them the ball and know what they're getting ready to do with the ball. And each time she gave the player the ball, they scored every
Mhm.
time. And just the way that her speed, the way that she moves around the players to get to the basket, and
Right.
just like when she did that one shot where she was like nearly almost out off the court putting the ball into the basket was unique. It's just I like her the way that she's quick, she know how to move her feet, she's fast far as
Mhm.
like getting the players the ball. She doesn't have to hesitate to get her players the ball to make their points and stuff. And when she's doing her thing, she's in and out of those play, like she just running through the players and getting her basket
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
So I
So
guess you would say her
her
feet
footwork.
work is, yeah, her
Yeah.
footwork is good.
Mhm.
Her coordination is good. She's not lazy going up and down there, so you can tell she's fit for the court, you know.
Yeah. Well,
So I think I like the way she played. It's amazing. It's just the way that she does it.
right.
Anybody can get on the court and do that, but it's the way that Olivia Miles does it.
Tuh. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Well, what I want to talk about is what went right for TCU. So we had Suarez that led the way with 19 points, converting an 8 of 16 shots.
Hmm.
That is
Hmm.
that's a big number. That's a nice number, right? Putting it up. You're gonna have some that you miss here and there, but for the most part, she was steady.
Hmm.
Including her 3 pointers. So
And the
when you
5 rebounds.
yes, and her rebounds. it was astonishing. And then you have Olivia Miles adding 18 points, 6 assists, continuing her streak. As you heard, this was another 15 and 5 for her game. So
Mm-hmm.
15 and 5, balancing it out to kind of have herself on that trend to excel moving forward, just like I talked about in the last live when she jumped and made the great leap from a three-point ability from 20%, was that 23% up to 41% just in
Right.
the time frame from one season being injured and coming back into that season last year and making such grave leaps. She's going to keep consistently doing that, and that's going to be a great balance for her.
And yeah,
Um,
that's another thing. She's persistent.
yeah,
Where
this
she's
makes her one of
yeah.
the few NCAA power conference history, making the power conference history on a battling history stat line that we have so far. When you start
Mm-hmm.
talking about the NCAA power line, so she's on that history streak to do some great things and stand be such a huge standout for this season with this great start like she has for TCU. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
I
I think she's I think she's doing good
Mhm,
starting out with TCU. I think she gets to be herself. Like I said, she gets to be herself. It seems like she has more freedom,
mhm,
and it seems like her players that are on the court with her, they got chemistry, they got agreement, where they can work
mhm,
together,
mhm.
and everybody, it's like everybody can shine, and she's sharing the ball.
Yeah,
Like she could make more
it's
points.
very
Yeah,
unselfish. Yes, it's very
yeah.
unselfish.
She could add more points to her game, but she doesn't have to, because what she's doing, she's accomplishing everything, not just scoring. She's a team player. She's getting out there. She got an eye for the ball, and her speed, just the way she moves,
Mhm.
it's just all
Absolutely.
in one. With Olivia Miles, you're gonna get all in one. You're not gonna just get some. You're not gonna just get a little bit
Exactly.
here, a little bit there. It's all in one for Olivia Miles.
Yeah.
I love it. I
And we can
love
talk
it.
about the third score too. I mean, there was another score in there, Hunter. Hunter
Mhm.
is another big score for them continue with 14 points, helping the trio combine for 53 points for TCU in the entire game when they had 82 points. So that means contributing factor was from the other two players on the field, on the court. This is me field. I've been watching too much football today. On the court and also from the bench, and that's important to have those bench points and bench scores. And we'll go over those scores over the entire team for both teams here in just a second. And then to jump from TCU control tempo, they handle the tempo of the game through and through. That's one of the
Yeah.
key things I was talking about earlier on your live when we were discussing LSU and the things that they're working on. So they're getting prepared for conference play. And so when getting prepared for conference play and playing some of the teams that you're playing that are aren't equally matched at this time. I'm not going to say that they're a horrible team. I'm not going to say that they suck. They're just not matched for what LSU had to offer during that play, during the time they were
Mhm.
playing. So it just makes it difficult for teams like that for you to kind of critique them when they're not able to get the ball pretty much past half court, or they do and they turn it over, or you're forcing a turnover. So put it that way. TCU does a great job. The games that I've seen, and now remind you, I'm taking this game, and this game was 2 days ago because I'm just 2 days behind. But
Yeah.
being able to control the tempo and the of the game is something that I know that Olivia Miles has been great at doing, even when she was at Notre Dame playing for the Irish, right?
Mhm.
Balancing that out doesn't allow teams to take control of your narrative in a game. Sometimes it doesn't always work out in your benefit, but however, you kind of get to control how you want the game to be dictated in that aspect. But they opened with a strong 18-5 early run and then turned up the defense and built the lead from to 43-25 at halftime and led.
Mm-hmm.
So that again, changing that tempo and being there and having that vibe with your team and gelling is a big thing. On the glass and in the paint, you had TCU out rebound UAB 45-27.
Wow.
Scored 52 points in the paint. The
Wow.
most look, there's the most this season so far. So defensively, TCU held UAB to a 35% shooting overall and made UAB work for every single bucket. You
Wow.
you got to make them work hard.
Yeah, you do.
Right now, all the top teams, or the top tier teams, or the top tier players, rather, that we've been looking to see, just have a phenomenal year, season so far. They are giving us just that. We've had a couple upsets and disappointments, but not too many. And then the balance of both, even when the starters sat, the reserves stepped up, and that's what you
Mm-hmm.
need. The reserves come in and they do their job and they push the score. Remember, so if your big three score 53 out of the 82, then your bench definitely well did their job. Especially
Yep.
when especially when they won the game 82-60 something, right? 82-68.
Right.
So the contributing factor of the bench is a key point in this aspect. So you want to make sure that you are having your bench as well prepared to come in the game should something happen to you or anybody else, or you get in foul trouble and you just need a replacement. Your bench has to be equipped to be able to come in and step right in where you faltered, or you got in foul trouble, or you missed an assignment, or you was trying to do help side and it you got caught on that help side, right? So
Mm-hmm.
without the bench being able to contribute, you can see this as being a game of tug of war, but they balanced
Mm-hmm.
it out, and I like that. 2 bench players combined for 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 double digits, scoring in the 4th quarter, helping, preserve and stretch the lead. So that
Right.
is what I saw from TCU, and I had my notes down here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see anything more than what I just gave?
Hunter did those. She got those 3 steals too.
Mhm. Yep, that's
In the
what I talked
game
about on Hunt.
that helped them win.
Yeah, she was
And
that third player had those 14 points to kinda help combine with Suarez and Miles.
then them 3 point, the 3 pointers. Oh my gosh, they were beautiful flying across there in that basket.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So and that's good that Olivia has Marta and Hunter, to help her throughout the game since they're considering them as the big three or whatever. It's good
Uh-huh.
that they're able to they're able to score, they're able to rebound and do what needs to be done so they can win the game. I think the more games they play, the bigger the chemistry will be between those three,
Uh-huh.
and I think that they respect Olivia Miles. I think Olivia Miles is the leader of this team,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think everybody around her respects her because she is a team player, and everybody gets to have a chance. Like it's not all about, oh, I'm just gonna get a chance because I know I'm good. No, everybody gets to get a chance when you're playing with Olivia Miles. Everybody gets a little shine, with Olivia. And like I said, when you're not a hero ball person and you're unselfish, and you don't, not saying some people do. I'm just saying with Olivia Miles, when you don't think you're bigger than the program, when you're willing to, what I'm saying, share it. Because like I said, Tony, Olivia could put up more points if she wanted to.
Oh, she can. She
She
most
she
definitely
could,
can.
and it's great that you could score 30 or 40, points in a game, But what makes a big difference to me is the chemistry, the unselfishness,
Yeah,
the way that Olivia has a eye for the ball when she hits the court, her movement when she's on the floor. Like I said, she's an all in one, and with the all in one, the people that are part of her team, they can come together to make that happen. Like Olivia can't do it by herself, but because she
absolutely.
is a team player, this is what you're gonna see from TCU in the upcoming games.
Oh yeah. Hey, in the dark, I see you in the dark with the smile. Thanks for coming in. I know it's a super early morning. It's 1:10 in the morning, and I see you and rocking with us. I appreciate you coming in for sure. I'm
Stay in
sure
the
everybody
dark.
else will catch this once they get up. So this the whole point to catch everybody when they get up. This video should be one of the first ones that kind of rock the stage. So I appreciate you and thank you so much for coming in.
She always supporting.
I
Thank you in the
know, I
dark.
know, I know. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. But yeah, so um now let's see the bright spots for the struggling team, which was UAB. Now
Mm,
you have the girl Carter. Carter, uh she can be an electric player.
yeah.
She came off the bench and she led UAB with 17 points. So sometimes, again, we refer back to the question that was asked about the LSU team and people having a viewpoint on for Wiley coming off the bench. Look at this young lady. Carter came off the bench. She did the same thing. She led the team. 17
Yeah.
points, 5 of 7. 3 point from the 3 point ring. She was 5 of 7
5
from the
assists.
3 point ring. That
Yeah.
you just talked about that, ADP. You just talked about the 3 pointers that you saw in this game, which was a grave highlight, right? So having
Hmm.
that and understanding the difference maker doesn't always equate to the player that's on the court at the time. It could be the player that
Yes.
come off the bench that sparks what you need, and that
Hmm.
happens. Yeah, that happens. And added 5 assists to it. So
Yeah.
17 points, 5 assists, and it's 5 of 7 from the 3 point line. Carter did her thing. The thing is, let's talk about the rest of the players. Who else gave a stance? Now, did they put a fight? Um, it sounded like they just dug themselves in the hole early, and then you're trying to come out the hole and you see other things going on. It's crazy.
Hmm.
There go Goon. What's up, Goon? Courtside. He loved calling me courtside instead of court vision. He's something else. Courtside Tony. I might have to change my name just because you gave it to me. They disrespect Olivia Miles talking about 80 foot should be number one pick. Yeah, I know. Hey, I get it. I get it. I
She
understand.
see it. She
What
look.
up,
She see that
Jacob?
goon. She
Yeah.
see that, and she's gonna watch. Let me tell you, they watch the social media. They see it.
Yeah.
You know what that does when Olivia watches that? That's just gonna make her play even more phenomenal, even much better.
Mhm.
Than she's playing. Watch what I tell you. She's watching everything. She's
You
taking
see that
in
picture I put up
everything.
there? What did she say? I got you. She's saying, "I got you." I'll put that one there for that. I should have made it even larger, made it cover the whole side over there, but she said, "I got you." That fro, I ain't right.
Hmm.
That fro is not my cup of tea, but she said, "I got you." But that's her signature, so don't always be you, Olivia. Always be you. No matter what you do, always be you. I still got my chat on over here at TikTok. They listening in. I see y'all. I see y'all. I ain't forgot you. I'm over here. So again, another player that helped alongside of Carter for UAB was Molly. Molly Moffitt scored 16 points and
Yeah.
grabbed 6 rebounds. They just didn't have enough. UAB they also got 13 points off of turnovers and what's that 14 second chance points I'm just like, when I hear that, I kind of get mind boggled, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you, those are the things that when it comes down to conference play, ADP, it's gonna be tough. You can't have these type of errors, right?
Mm-hmm.
TCU can't have those type of errors. But that's just the bright side of what UAB was able to conjure up and have TCU cough up. And with doing that and scoring off of it, it's wild, right? And so it put them right there. So they may have been up by more, and then you get this in the fourth quarter. This is what happens in the fourth quarter. It goes wild. It gets reckless. It gets reckless because remember, you basically got almost 20 points from the bench play of TCU. Out of your big three, you got 53 points out of them. So it, it equates somewhere where they probably decide they're going to take the foot off the gas, and now here we go. And the
Mm-hmm.
UAB was able to get 13 points off of those turnovers. So, I mean, they could have scored more, but 14 second chance points is definitely better than none. Showing hustle, energy, and the effort that they give on possession was big for UAB also. And then they also had 8 3-pointers. Yes, I'm looking at you, ADP. They had 3 8-pointers because you harped on those 3-pointers. So yeah, yeah, they had they had 8 of them things,
Mm.
which was the most of any team has put on TCU so far this season. So I commend them from doing that. I commend them for
Yeah.
fighting and showing the grit, to force TCU to defend them outside of at the 3-point line, right? Because if you're
Mm-hmm.
taking in the paint, they got some bigs and they just got to utilize their bigs the best of their ability. So
Yeah.
absolutely. Um, what did you get off of UAB? Because I mean, that's exactly what I saw. Just I get to the points first and who were your top players to kind of give them certain key points if they hadn't seen the game. So it just makes it a little bit easier. So that way, when you get ready to go over the stats, you already see, you just get to see the other players and what they've did to be able to contribute to the game. What's up, chocolate girl? I see
Yeah.
you.
I I think with UVA, I think that they could have. It seemed that, like, their pace, pick up the pace a little bit more. Um, be more alert and come together quicker. To me, that's what I think. It seemed like, man, Olivia Miles came in there like, you know what I'm saying, like her speed, and they just was so good. Like, they were
I
on
see
it.
it.
The teamwork and chemistry. Not saying UVA wasn't. It's just that, hey, okay, guys, y'all got to pick up the pace. Y'all got to move a little faster. Y'all got to get in your spots a little bit faster. You know, yeah, eight threes is definitely great, but you need more than just eight threes to win the game.
Mhm. That you
Um,
do. That you do.
you know, so I think and so I guess it will all boil down to a little more defense.
Yeah.
So pretty Tony, I think when it comes to UVA, because I think the offense was pretty good with the two players with Molly and Alicia. I think as far as that was good, but I think a
Right.
little more. I think a little more defense.
Yeah,
Um,
so that is for UAB. Yeah, I mean that's one of their hurdles. Their hurdles were they only had 35% from the field overall as a team.
mhm,
So
mhm,
although, you drain 8 3-pointers, you still from the field only shot 35%. That as a whole team, you got to have more involvement than that. That to me spells that you had one player that was knocking them down, right? Again,
Hmm.
out of those 8 3-pointers, 5 of them belong to who? 5 of them belong to Carter. Five
Yeah,
of them belong to Carter because Carter was 5 of 7.
yeah, I like
So
Carter.
mhm,
Carter, I like her.
yeah,
She to me she's playing great. I just think Carter needs a little bit of help. Not
it is.
help like with her skills and nothing like that, guys. Just
Mhm.
team help.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So I mean, TCU took off, and it was just hard for UAB to close the gap. I think that if
Hmm.
they could have matched early on, you probably would have saw a game down the wire, which would have been made for a great getting ready to go into conference play next month. But they got a whole another full month of just, as I would say, free play before they get there and to work on
Hmm.
the kinks. And that's for all teams to work on all those kinks. But like I said, we spoke about that a little bit on your panel about an hour ago, and just having teams balance out and figure out where they are, what their stance are. Some of them were in the portal, moved around. Now they're with new teams,
Hmm.
just getting the chemistry, balancing themselves out, trying to just figure out the small and key points. Those are very intangible things that you're gonna have when it comes to conference play to kind of put yourself in a position to be able to make that Sweet 16. So
Right.
and on to that Elite Eight. So I mean, we shall see. We shall see. And so you
Yeah.
just gotta they just have to start figuring out a way. So UAB to me, they didn't look all that bad, but it in a sense it's almost like a I want to say an upset, but it's not an upset to me because they got Olivia Mount and they got Suarez. You get these two ladies that transferred in. Not to mention the other big, I can't remember her name off the tip of my tongue, but you got the 3 of them that come in, and this makes TCU a brand new team. Although they have the other players on the team that are players that's been there, right? One of their key players, she was injured last year, she's back. So, and she was one of the trios, right?
Hmm.
So, being one of the trios to help put up those 53 points for TCU is something different. So again, learning, building, understanding, and knowing where everybody is on the court at all times, no
Right.
matter what is where Olivia's thinking will need to be. And I know that she already has that figured out because when you're one is something you have to. It's just like being a QB. You have to know where everybody is at all times. The
Yeah.
checks, the check downs, the balances that you have to have. Let's use Shador today, right? And unfortunately, they can say, "Oh man, you're picking on Shador." Not picking on Shador. Love Shador. Want to see Shador be great, right? He's gonna be great as long as he get with a team that's going to give him an opportunity and give him a chance to be him. And on the few things that he needs to work on, he's going to be able to work on, and that's not a problem, right? But being able to check down and knowing where all your receivers, your corners, I mean, all your receivers and your tight ends are at all times when you have to check down. The play calls for your running back, right? And even if either you fake it, you get a switch with your running back or your receiver and your corner, whoever you're using, right? But you're not checking down. That spells I need to work on some things. I have to work on something, right? So you have to know if this is what the play is called, it calls for me to execute here. This is my secondary, and I got my receivers going. Because my first is my running back. My second is going to be my tight end, but then I may have a receiver down the field, or my receiver is my first choice. My running back is my second, my tight end is my third. So running and learning where and knowing your checks and balances of your play and executing it, because when one thing fails, something else must take on, right? And those are
Hmm.
the things, and I can't harp or beat down the play of Shador today, because this all stems from the coach. right? The coach has to put him in a better situation. To throw him in there and never give him a true opportunity to play with the starting lineup is a problem, right? Because those guys know you, they like you, they understand what you can bring, but not putting them with him so he has a mesh gel opportunity with them is a failure on the coach's part. But we also know that this happens. And this is where you as a player have to think outside the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Olivia Miles is a thinker. And I'll
Yes,
bring
she
it
is.
back to my last video where I said, when she sat down with Candace Parker on Candace Parker break down the game. I can't remember what that podcast. She still has that one. I haven't seen her on it that much since she's been doing the one with AB. But breaking down film, Candace is really good at that, right? And she sat down and she broke the film down with Olivia and just being able to read and understand her read and react. Olivia Miles read and react is something that is phenomenal, and she's going to do well at the next level because she understands the position. She understands her
Mm-hmm.
position, and she knows what everybody's going to be while they're out there. So that's
Yeah.
that's what I can't wait to see happen.
Yeah, and that's great. She's coming to a new team. Most of the players
Mhm.
there are new. So
Right.
everybody's hungry. Everybody, would want to work together like they doing, like they're doing on the court. And it's only gonna get better from here because they understand it's a difference. They know who their leader is on this team. They understand who their leader is. They respect her when the plays are being made, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so when you have that with a team, guys, I keep stressing that chemistry and that leadership is very important. And when you have that, you can win games. You can win more games because of that. Sometimes it's not just about the star player. The leader in that player makes a difference for her to become that star. When she becomes
Absolutely.
that star, and she gets that position because she's a leader and she understands how to share and communicate with her teammates. She's able not just to dominate her game, but we also get to see the highlights of the other players.
Right. Well, I say this, and she is much more comfortable with
Mm-hmm.
TCU,
Yep.
but I don't think she was that uncomfortable with the Irish until the bottom stretch, right? Because
Mm.
Olivia is Olivia. Olivia played well with the Irish. So her and Hannah had a great chemistry going before this thing towards I said like down the stretch, right? Because they were in sync. And one thing you have to do as a point guard is be in sync. But when you have two point guards trying to play, top dog point guards trying to play at the same time, you kind of get this at some
Yeah.
point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because no,
Right.
you take it. No, I take it. No, I'm gonna shoot. No, you're gonna shoot. Oh, I'm gonna pass to you. Oh, I'm open. Pass it. One more pass. One more pass. One more pass. And then it doesn't happen, and it starts to wail on you. And so I could see that, and I did see that happen. But here, it again, like Felicia said, it allows her to be free. It allows her to just I don't know. You're watching a move with poise, with super smooth, skilled, slickness, right? You don't have no rough edges on her. You don't have no second guess, no second doubt, or concerns about what she's gonna do next. So I
Right.
do like that for her. Just like again, you go to LSU and for Wiley is comfortable. She's enjoying herself. She doesn't mind where she is at this point, and I like it. I like it. I like it for these. Now this portal change was good for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Good for
Mm-hmm.
NCAA WBB.
Yeah,
It was.
it was. And we're seeing it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
So
that's good. That's they knew the time to do it, and it worked out. So
yep,
when it's time for you to move on, it's time for you to move on. Do it.
yep,
Be- because only you know what's going to be next.
yeah.
Not
So some of
somebody
the
else
game
write your
dynamic,
destiny or your story. You write it.
yeah, maximizing it and writing your story, absolutely. So I wanna get into some of the dynamics and the key moments of this game.
Mm-hmm.
It was more than or more or less set in the first half. So they set the tone in the first half. So that's the dynamic of the game as to why UAB was stuck in a trance, right? Because the first half, when TCU jumped out on them, what else can you do? They jumped out. I believe halftime was like 45 to 25 or 43 to 25 or something like that. They jumped out them and they just came back from the second half and they did the same thing. So when you have an early lead in a stretch like that, it makes it hard for a team to come back. And it was just hard for UAB to recover. They just never could recover. TCU inside scoring transition defense dominated the paint while the defense was limited for UAB. Their efficiency was just not there. The combination made the difference for TCU. Even with 8 threes off the bat, UAB outside shooting wasn't enough to overcome TCU's dominance from the rebounding standpoint and the defense and the paint scoring. So that if I missed any of those key points, just let me know.
No, I think you did good with those your key points. They were right on you hit it right on the nose, Tony, and broke it
Mhm.
down not just for the chat, even me up here talking to you have a better understanding of not just watching the game, but understanding what the players are doing, how they are different, different makers in the
Yep.
scoring, in the rebounding and assist, and how they played a role in this game, and how that is important. I didn't even think about the portal, with them
Yeah.
switching teams until you brought it up, and it
Yeah.
and it and look, it is making a difference with Olivia Miles and Fuwali. Like we're seeing that, um, and I think it's just great that they're able to do that and
Mhm.
did it at the right time. I keep
Mhm.
saying, and timing is everything,
Timing is
and
everything. Timing
and
is
she needed
key.
this year. She knew what she was doing by staying another year. Olivia Miles.
Uh-huh.
She knew exactly what she was doing. Sometimes it's
She
not like
did.
people think. What I'm saying? I know I'm gonna have a place in the W because I'm Olivia Miles. I know that. I got some little things I wanna add to my game as well. And then on top of that, I want to be up. I want to be up in the rankings. I want to be placed at a great number here, you know,
Yep.
in this draft. I'm on a mission. Olivia Miles is on a mission. She
Yep.
had to do what needs to be done for her future,
Yeah.
and sometimes just because players stay back and stay another year
Okay.
doesn't mean she could have changed her mind. She could have went into the W, but
Yeah.
it's all about timing.
Oh, so it's so film study is now hosted by Renee. Okay, Felicia. I like that show. I'm gonna go back and see
Oh, I
some
haven't
that I've
watched
missed.
that.
'Cause
Uh-huh.
that's the one I was just talking about where Candace was on there and she was doing it with she brought some of the players in and she spoke to them. It was yeah, of course it was Olivia Miles, it was Juju, and it was one other player. I saw those three and then after that I didn't see Candace on there again. I don't know, maybe her time was up or maybe it was for someone else. I'm not sure. But yeah, thanks
Hmm.
for letting me know, Felicia. I appreciate that.
Yeah, police are always bringing some good information.
Oh, get out of here, goon.
Oh, whatever, goon.
Y'all only saying that because Malaysia for a while is at LSU looking like MJ. I would have said it if she was at South Carolina. We know what we saw in flashes, but now you get to see a
Mm-hmm.
full game. So if that's old because she with LSU, I'll take that. Why? Because we get to see more of her game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, right? Come on.
Yeah. And
So tell me,
and she's fitting in quite well, I must say.
yeah. So what does this mean going forward for TCU?
Oh man, if they
You
can't,
tell me that, chat. What does this mean going forward for TCU with Olivia Miles and ADP?
yeah, Chad, what do you guys got to say? Because if they can keep this up, you know,
Chat, what do you say?
with the chemistry.
For me, this win cements their early moments as an 8-0 start. So the confident chemistry among that team is with her, the trio, which is of course Olivia Suarez and Hunter, to whom was the trio of the 53 points tonight. Um, it's gonna be dynamic, right? If they can get
Hmm.
one more player, it should take five, but you get one more player and you give four players that can be dominant like that, and they will go far. They will go far. And show a strong presence throughout the entire season, not just the rest of this tournament, but the entire season. Yeah, I would say.
Hmm. I can agree. And but
The
look,
second round exit, maybe they are goon. We shall see. Maybe somebody gonna fumble the bag and they'll be a little bit past that. But I can also see you saying that and that being a true fact.
hmm, I think by them
Okay.
playing. What Goon say?
He said he got him getting tossed. He said they might win it all, but I got him getting tossed in the second round of March Madness.
Oh well, you never know.
Never know. Never know.
It's still early, Goon.
Yep. You got quiet on me, Jacob. Jacob was in here for a second. Jacob must have went to bed.
Yeah, okay. You're like, what in the world?
Jacob must have went to bed. And what does it mean for UAB? I mean, they showed in flashes that they have promise. Carter and Moffitt stepping up from the bench, contributing to the fight all the way to the end is something to be uh, recognized, and them being consistent, the consistency of that entire team for those two, and then those the starters, right? If Carter's going to come off the bench versus not start, then we shall see. So I mean, might have to have a rotation change. Adjustments are needed for those top tier teams. So we're gonna see because TCU just kind of gave them a bit of flashes of what they can see and will see. So from a broader
Hmm.
standpoint, TCU showed why they're among the national contenders. I mean, they can show more, we can see more, but it would be nice to see. Felicia, I think to elevate further, they'll need more consistent run games and continued defensive improvement. They definitely have a chance if they improve there for more challenging competition. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I believe that 100, right?
Hmm.
Because again, it's that chemistry we're talking about. It's
Yeah.
like, again, some teams, like I said, they're just forming, so getting that bond and making sure you become in sync is going to spell what the rock is cooking. Gonna take you to the top, baby. It's gonna take it to the top. Gonna take it to the top. So, um, well, with that, that's all I have. You have anything else on that?
N- um, we're gonna see. I think the best is yet to come for TCU with Olivia Miles in leadership, guys.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget, so Pretty Tony been on Olivia Miles, and we've been talking about Olivia Miles, not this just this year. So keep up with So Pretty Tony when she dropping these videos about Olivia Miles, because sometimes you can't catch every game, you can't catch every
You can't.
highlight.
I gotta
And
come
since you
back.
know, yeah, you got to come back to Court Vision, because you know she been on the Olivia Miles this year, guys. She gonna give it to you straight. She gonna break it down, and you know she gonna have them stats.
You know it.
And it's not just about winning games. She gonna break it down to you, and that's things that we need to hear. Not just about them winning the game. How did they win the game? What made that game so significant? And the questions go on, and that's what So Pretty Tony is doing with Olivia Miles. I'm learning more about Olivia Miles. I knew Olivia Miles. I watched her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just becoming a fan because what's good about So Pretty Tony and them, they usually do a player list, and that's when you go look up these players so you can know who this player is. That's how you learn a lot about players, even though they're not on your teams. And just continue to follow Court Vision, because guys, she got some treats in for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I did say I was gonna bring the stats to you, so let's go ahead and pull that up real quick.
Yeah, because I love to hear Miles stats.
Oh, I don't want to cover up our girl. Let's take it right here. Here we go.
See, guys,
We can't cover up. We can't cover her up. We can't cover her
she
up.
she's
Right.
serious. She can't even cover her up. Look.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off with the UAB. Of
Okay.
course, you have Duffy. She played 36 minutes. Moffitt played 37. Munoz played 35 minutes. Smallwood played 29. Armstead played 11. For points wise, you had 8 for Duffy. She was 3 of 10. You had Moffitt, who had 16. She was 6 of 13, so pretty consistent. Remember, we talked about Moffitt along with Carter coming off the bench. But this is about the best that you had. And then Munoz played 35 minutes. She had 6 points. She was 2 of 10. She was 2 of 10. Smallwood was she had 9 points. She was 4 of 14. Armstead had 3, which was 1 of 3. And then you go down, and the only bench points she received, which was from Carter, 17 points. She played 33 minutes, and she was 6 of 11, so extremely consistent. With which out of those 6 of 11, she had 5 of those were 5 of 7 from the 3-point line. Right. She played 33 minutes. You had Talbert, who played 12 minutes, 0 points, 0 for 3. Taylor, who played 1 minute, and Howard, who played 4, along with Rozier had 2 minutes, and she had 2 points. She was 1 of 1. Uh, so that's that line. You can't do much with that. You just can't, right? You have your turnover ratio, which was 11. They had 11 turnovers. They had 14 assists as a whole for a team and 27 rebounds as a whole for a team. So again, there's that 35% from the field goal, which is crazy, and you match it along with your 3 pointers as well. So TCU, here's what we have. We have Suarez 23 minutes, 19 points, 8 of 16. Right, 3 of 8
Mhm.
from the 3-point line. We gotta fix that. We don't want to look like somebody else. I ain't gonna say no name, but that's in a W. But we got to be careful throwing those up there like that. I think she's gonna be a little bit more consistent because she's getting in the paint and she's doing her thing, right? So she had great numbers. Not gonna take that away from her.
Yeah.
You had Silva, who had 19 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 5, 19 points. We got to do better, Silva. Hunter had 28 minutes. 14 points. She was 5 of 10, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. We had Miles, 31 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 12, which is a very good stat. 4-4 from the free throw line. You had Shar, Shar, Maddie Shar, had 24 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 at the 3-point line. Then we'll roll on down to the bench. And so the bench play, we got, let's see, Malsick played 4 minutes, 0 points. Hunter, 2 minutes, 0 points. Basham had 17 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 5. You had what's that? Beachfield had I have you said it. No, that's Beatfield. Beatfield had 14 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from the 3-point line. You turn around, you have Parker, 4 minutes, no points, 0 for 1, 0 for 1 for the free throw, 0 for 1 on, 0 for 1 for her 3-pointer, which was her field goal. Then you had Sheffy, who had played 10 minutes, had 9 points, 3 of 5. And then Big B, who had 21 minutes, 3 points, and 1 of 6. So 21 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 6 spells problem. For a 49% field goal percentage from the field goals, and 3-point percentage was 26. All in all, free throws, of course, 91%, because they only shot a total of 5. And so that's your entire stat line. Break it down from quarter. First quarter was 26-16 TCU, 17-9 TCU, 2018, which was a great third quarter for UAB. But TCU beat them by 2 points in that quarter, 20-18. Then, of course, they had another good quarter in the fourth quarter, and it was 19-18 TCU. So again, when you go down in that stretch going into half and you're trying to come back and win a game, it is extremely tough. It is extremely tough, especially if you can't triple the score, because you got to fight back so hard, plus score within that quarter. So you got to score within that quarter and get the 20 you down. So it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. That was the stat lines. That's what I have, guys. Yay. Let's see here. So with that, I'm gonna kick it back off here. Let's take this on down and put us back in our rightful place. And I appreciate you all coming in. I'm just gonna go on and wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap it up. Court vision breakdown of UAB versus TCU from beautiful Cancun. The weather was the big time bucket. It was a big time bucket, the clutch stops, or the energy in the arena. It could have been any of those, because that's just how well the game went for the first half for TCU. UAB not so good. They had a good second half. It just was not enough. This game gave us everything we hoped for and more. So I was glad to see it follow through and come back and give you my point of view of this game, my stats, and my analytical statistics on this game, which was great. And I'm so pretty Tony, and you already know the vision. We see the game differently. Stay locked in. Stay tapped into women's hoops. Guys, I got to give my spiel. That's my spiel. That's my new line. Y'all going to hear it every time. Y'all going to hear it every time. How you feeling, ADP?
I'm feeling good. I've learned a lot tonight.
Good. Good, good, good.
Especially with those
Thank
stats.
you,
It's good to
Felicia. You
know.
have a good night too. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming in. Absolutely, 100%. 100%. Keep your eyes on the court and your mind
Yeah.
on the moment.
Wow.
Eyes on the court, mind on the moment. Because that's where we are with the players. And we got to meet them where they are if we're going to be able to critique them the right way. I'm a
That's
firm
right.
believer in that. And we just got to make it happen, guys. It's super
Right.
easy. We don't want to give more or nothing less because keeping your eyes pierced to the court and your mind on the moment. That way you can critique them in the best way possible versus vitriol and all this other stuff that goes on. We just want to make sure that we're staying locked in with the game and the game itself and the analytics of the game. And with that, ADP, you ready to get out of here? You got something you want to say? Hey, make sure y'all go. If you're not following ADP, go ahead and follow ADP.
Yes.
ADP, you put your stuff in the chat.
No, I didn't put it in there. Let me. Okay.
I gotta show you how to put it on. It's not on my
Yeah,
name
you
tag.
guys showed me so
I'm gonna
pretty,
show you how to
Tony.
put
She
it on
got
your
it.
name tag so it's always there. But please go
Yeah.
follow ADP at Art Creations. Please tell them about yourself real quick before we get up out of here, ADP.
Yes. Please come and follow me, guys. This is ADP from ADP Art Creations. Guys, I talk about everything sports, life, art, you name it. Come and join me. I'm starting the book club, so come and join me with that too. Coming soon, Felicia Daniels. I'm on it, girl. Little switch of titles, but I got it. But yeah, come, guys. You know, I'm more of a researcher. I like to talk about the vets, the backstories, the beginnings, and everything like that, whether it's WNBA or NFL. So come and join me with the different storylines and just keeping everybody relevant, knowing where the game started from, not just the new
Exactly.
players coming in. So
Exactly.
yeah, come and follow me and continue. Make sure you guys follow So Pretty Tony for court
Absolutely.
vision because that court vision is right.
That's why I chose that. That's what I'm talking about since his name won't give me court side. I think that's kind of cute too. I appreciate that. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it just flows together.
I want to say thank you for coming on, chat. All those that stayed up and rock with us tonight, we appreciate you for doing that. We know you love the game. We know that you're in tune with us, that you love us. So we're giving out. I just want to give you your flowers as well for coming and hanging out with us and staying with us throughout the day. I mean, you talk about it. You talk about cut the ish, on Players Club with Keisha, right? You got Full Court Trio. You got KSAP with Simply Ball Dropping. You got me, Court Vision. You got Bro Claude on Steady Serving. You got the Vol that comes in on everybody. You got ADP, and then you got Miss D. So, you all rock with us all. We appreciate it. Homage to you. Thank you so much for being a part and always peeking your head in and giving us your sound advice as well as your depictions and your analytics. So definitely, we're definitely not always right and we're definitely not always wrong. And then at some point, we all come to a medium. So I like that too. And with that, guys, I will catch you on the next rebound.